Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. We start with 4 chicken breasts. Cut each breast in half, just like I'm showing you in the video. Once they're halved, cover them with cling film and gently pound with a mallet. This helps flatten the chicken so it cooks evenly. Friends, please write in the comments what country and city are you from. It's very nice to know that we can communicate all over the world. Once the chicken steaks are ready, we're going to season them. Sprinkle each one with a good pinch of salt. Black pepper. And oregano. Make sure you spread the spices evenly. This gives the meat a wonderful flavor that really shines through. Now heat a little olive oil in a frying pan over medium heat. Finally chop 1 onion. Friends, if you enjoy my content, subscribe to the channel to receive notifications about new similar recipes. Add it to the pan. Let it cook until it turns soft and translucent. This takes about 3-4 minutes. Next, grate 2 cloves of garlic using a mini grater. If you have any questions about the recipe, write to me and I will answer as soon as I see it in the comments. Add them to the onions. The garlic will release its aroma right away, making the kitchen smell so good. Stir it all together. Then finally chop 1 carrot. Friends, I'd be happy if you could give this video a like, as it's the best reward from you. And toss that in. Now, cut 4 mushrooms into small cubes. Add them to the pan as well. Let everything cook for 5-10 minutes until the vegetables are soft and golden. Once they're ready, take the pan off the heat. Now we'll move on to filling the chicken. Take the vegetable mixture we just cooked and place a spoonful of it onto each chicken steak. Then grate about 5 ounces or 150 grams of cheese. Sprinkle a tablespoon of cheese on top of each filled steak. This will melt beautifully and make the filling extra creamy. Finely chop a small bunch of parsley. Sprinkle it over the filling. Parsley adds a lovely fresh touch to the rolls. Now, gently roll up each chicken steak, tucking in the filling. Take 16 strips of bacon and wrap each roll with 2 strips, making sure they're nice and secure. Next, grease a baking dish with olive oil to prevent sticking. And place the chicken rolls inside. Pop them into the oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. While the chicken bakes, we'll move on to the potatoes. Take 5 or 6 large potatoes and cut them into wedges. You want them all roughly the same size so they cook evenly. Place the wedges in a large bowl. Now, grate 3 ounces or about 90 grams of parmesan cheese. Toss it in with the potatoes. Then add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of dried garlic, and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Give everything a good stir, making sure the potatoes are well coated with the cheese and spices. Transfer the potatoes to a baking dish and cook them in a preheated oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Let's make a quick, fresh salad. Start by placing a handful of arugula in a large bowl. Then, cut 12 to 15 cherry tomatoes in half. Cut 1 peeled cucumber into rings. Slice 1/2 of a bell pepper. Chop 1/2 of a red onion into thin half rings. Finally, cut 1 avocado into cubes for a creamy texture. Now, for a special touch, add 2 tablespoons of Philadelphia cream cheese in small dollops to the salad. For the dressing, take a small bowl and mix 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of mustard. Whisk everything together until it's well combined. Drizzle the dressing over the salad. And give it a gentle stir to mix all the ingredients. The salad is light, fresh, and perfectly balances the richness of the chicken and potatoes. By now, our chicken rolls should be ready. Take them out of the oven. They're golden and crispy, with that bacon wrapping holding everything together perfectly. Place the chicken rolls. The potatoes are also done, crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and coated with that delicious parmesan and seasoning. Let's plate everything up. Add a big spoonful of that fresh salad on the side. The colors are beautiful and the flavors are just as amazing. Now it's time to taste. The chicken is juicy, the bacon is crispy, and the cheesy herby filling is perfect. The potatoes are golden and flavorful, and the salad adds a refreshing crunch. But that's not all. I have one more equally delicious recipe for you. First, we take 5 medium-sized potatoes and place them in a saucepan. Cover them with water. And add 1 teaspoon of salt. Place the lid on and set the heat to medium. We'll let these cook gently until they're tender. This should take around 10 minutes. While the potatoes are cooking, let's move on to our egg mixture. Crack 4 eggs into a bowl. Add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of oregano for some wonderful flavor. Whisk everything together until the eggs are light and frothy. Now we're going to make this mixture extra creamy. Pour in 3 fluid ounces or 100 milliliters of cream. And then add 3 tablespoons of flour. The flour will help bind our ingredients beautifully during baking. Stir it well so everything is smooth and combined. Next, let's grate 5 ounces or 150 grams of Emmental cheese. Add the grated cheese to the egg mixture and stir it in. This will give the casserole a lovely, cheesy flavor. Now it's time to check on our potatoes. They should be ready by now. To make sure, poke them with a knife. It should slide through easily if they're soft enough. Next, we'll prepare our zucchini. Take 1 zucchini and slice it into circles. and then into thin strips. Add the zucchini to a separate bowl. And sprinkle a little salt over it. The salt will help release any excess moisture from the zucchini. Using your hands, gently stir the zucchini to make sure the salt is evenly distributed. Then leave it to rest for about 10 minutes. Now pour some olive oil into the pan. While the oil is heating up, finely chop 1 onion. Friends, if you enjoy my content, subscribe to the channel to receive notifications about new similar recipes. Add it to the pan. We'll cook the onion for a few minutes until it softens and becomes a lovely golden color. Next, grate 2 cloves of garlic on a mini grater. And add them to the pan with the onion. The smell of garlic and onion together is just heavenly, isn't it? Now take 2 chicken fillets and chop them into small, bite-sized pieces. add the chicken to the pan and fry it until it's cooked through and lightly browned. Then finely chop 5 ounces or 150 grams of mushrooms. Stir everything together and let the mushrooms soften and absorb all those wonderful flavors from the pan. Remember the zucchini we prepared earlier? Now it's time to squeeze out any excess liquid. Just press it gently with your hands. Then add the zucchini to the pan. Give it a good stir, letting all the flavors come together. Finally, season with a little more salt, a pinch of pepper, and a sprinkle of oregano for an extra touch of flavor. Once everything is nicely cooked, remove the pan from the stove. Now, let's grate the potatoes. the grated potatoes into the bowl with the eggs and cheese. Then add chicken and vegetables mixture into a large bowl. Stir it all together so the vegetables, chicken, and egg mixture are well combined. Now let's prepare our baking dish. Grease it lightly with a bit of oil, just to make sure nothing sticks. Pour the mixture into the dish, smoothing it out with a spatula. Pop it into a preheated oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius and bake for about 40 minutes. While our casserole bakes, let's make a fresh, tangy yogurt sauce. In a small bowl, take some Greek yogurt as your base, about half a cup will do, then squeeze a half of fresh lemon. Add a lemon juice for brightness. Then grate 1 mini cucumber on a grater. Add 1 teaspoon of mustard. Finely chop a small bunch of parsley. Stir it into the sauce. Grate 1 clove of garlic. Finally, season with a pinch of salt and pepper. Give everything a good mix. And our sauce is ready. It's light, refreshing, and a perfect match for our casserole. Now, after 40 minutes, your kitchen will be filled with the most wonderful aroma. Carefully take the casserole out of the oven. It should be golden and bubbling on top, and perfectly set inside. Let it cool for just a few minutes before serving. To plate, slice a generous portion of the casserole and place it on a plate. Add our fresh yogurt sauce. And there you have it, a comforting, hearty chicken and vegetable casserole with a creamy, tangy yogurt sauce. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. I hope this meal brings joy to your family as it does to mine. If you enjoyed the recipe, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I can't wait to cook with you again soon. Happy cooking